A terrorist attack in Spain, and the folks at CNN want to know if it's a copycat of what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia this past Saturday. Hey everybody, it's Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. Well, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, yet another terrorist attack, this time happening in Barcelona, Spain, and as of the time of this recording, 13 people killed, more than 50 injured. So a horrible terror attack after what appears to be a van smashing into a group of people. Now, this isn't the first time that ISIS terrorists have used a van or a truck to slam into a group of people, but CNN wanted to try to connect it to what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. CNN national security correspondent, and I'm reading here from the Free Beacon, the national security correspondent, said that the, quote, shared tactics of the attackers was alarming. He said, quote, in light of the uproar of the last couple of days, 5 days apart, you have a white supremacist in Charlottesville who used a vehicle to kill. And here you have attackers, at least following the modus operandi of terrorists, using vehicles apparently to kill as well. And those shared tactics should be alarming, CNN's national security correspondent said. Then Wolf Blitzer had to join in. Quote, there will be questions about copycats. There will be questions if what happened in Barcelona was at all a copycat version of what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia, even though there may be different characters, different political ambitions. They use the same killing device, a vehicle going at a high rate of speed into a group of large pedestrians. So some really groundbreaking analysis there from Wolf Blitzer. Let's not forget that there have been multiple terror attacks used by Islamic extremists using vehicles to carry out their terrorist attack. In fact, the Washington Free Beacon pointing out that last July, the terrorist attack in Nice, France, that killed 84 people by plowing his truck into crowds there in France. So this is nothing new. This is sadly just another weapon used by terrorists, trying to connect it to Charlottesville, and a guy who is a terrorist. Maybe he's not Islamic, but he was a terrorist. He used his vehicle to drive into the group of people. Now, is it a copycat? No, I would say that Islamic extremists probably don't give a damn about what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. Islamic extremists want to kill all of us. Islamic extremists want to take out those in Europe. They want to take out those here in the United States. They want to take out anybody that does not agree with Islamic extremism, that does not agree with their preferred form of jihadism. That they want to take people out. They want to kill as many as possible. I think it's probably more apt and more appropriate to say that this scumbag from in Charlottesville that used a car to slam into a group of people, killing one person, he ripped off the tactics from radical Islam. You know, I don't know if he would have thought before the use of vehicles to run over people, if he would have used a vehicle to crash into people. But I think it's more appropriate to say that he is ripping off the Islamic extremist because we've had so many of these vehicle attacks across the world. Either way, it's sad. Both are cases of terrorism. One is a case of domestic terrorism here in the United States. The other, radical Islamic terrorism in Barcelona, just as we've seen before in France and in other countries as well. Terrorism, whether it's domestic terrorism or international terrorism, is absolutely wrong. And CNN trying to connect terrorism and what happened in Barcelona to Charlottesville Seems a little weird to me. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show, weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk 95.1 FM, 790 AM KFYO. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend. We'll be back later.